Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, this is another episode of 94 Feet Podcast. It's your boy Big Zeke in the building. I'm here with my brother Kesey.
What's good, good people?
I'm also here with my brother Dre for a short amount of time.
Yo, what up, everybody? Happy Thanksgiving. Glad to be back in the building with the fellas. What's good?
Sure you are. First of all,
Banishment.
First of all, I just want to shout out to my brother Dre for inviting me and Kesey, get 94 Feet crew into our first game of the season. It was a victory. We've seen the Bucks come back from on like 10 down to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. I forgot the score, but it was a good game. It was a good game.
It was. You know what? I pay attention to all sports. Obviously, the Bucks the most, and Golden State in the close second, followed by the Lakers. Man, Cleveland actually has a nice ball club. In fact, they had me on the edge of my seat for a minute because it was looking like Cleveland was going to run away with a blowout against us.
But you know what took over with that game? Youth.
Mm-hmm.
The youth in them wouldn't let them beat the Bucks.
Yeah,
because when you're young like they are, you have to learn when you start beating a team like that. You got to find ways to keep your foot in their neck and not let it up. Because as soon as they let up, Drew Holiday took over.
Oh, yeah. And shout out to Donovan Mitchell, man. That dude is a baller, man. I mean, he has a wet piece from behind a three-point line. He plays defense. I didn't see him run point a lot, so that actually threw me off. I know he's not a point guard, but he does like the ball in his hand a little bit. So Cleveland definitely has a bright future. The trade for Donovan Mitchell was definitely a big deal. Shout out to Giannis for leading the way as always. It was a really good game, man. And even Jordan Nora was balling for the Bucks, man. Jordan Nora is a very talented young guard. Isn't it Nora from the Bucks? Nwora? Is his name Jordan Noah?
Wara.
Thank you. Sorry. Balled out. Had a great game. Our team is really coming together, and I've said this many times before, and I'll say it again. A fully healthy Bucks will be in the NBA Finals come 2023. F fully healthy. I do not believe there's a team in the Eastern Conference that can beat the Bucks. F fully healthy.
I honestly believe that. I think that once the Bucks stay focused and we stay focused and really get into things, we're probably one of the top 5 teams in the NBA. The thing that kind of stuck out to me was like I think we are a half team, and what I mean by that is like we'll have one good half of basketball, and depending on how good a half of basketball that is, will determine whether we win or lose. Because if we can have a good first half of basketball and be up by like 15, and then third, fourth quarter, that lead shrinks down to like 5, and now we looking like, dude, are we gonna win this game still?
Yeah.
But last game, like the Cleveland game, we had like I had a bad first half, but that second half, they went on like the third quarter, they went on like a 15-6 run or something like that, and that's just opened it up to where we had can kind of like fall back a little bit in the fourth quarter. And I think going back to what Kesey just said, them being the Cleveland Cavaliers being young, is that they didn't. Number one, they didn't put their foot on our necks, and number two, I felt like Donovan Mitchell didn't do. He can score the ball, and he's a great scorer, but he's not a great player.
Great player.
I don't think he's a great player. He's not a superstar. To me, he's not a superstar.
In the making.
That's what he's not a superstar right now, though, and he's been in the league about 6-7 years. So his window is closing, or it's either that or he's reached his cap. So, but that's just my opinion.
I think going to Cleveland, he's reached his cap because where else is he gonna go?
No, he could go some other places. Like he was supposed to go. Everybody thought he was gonna go to New York. He could go to some other places, but if you just scoring some points, like I think he's one of the top 10 in scoring this year. You can score plenty of points. He did the same thing in Utah, but that doesn't mean your team is going to get better.
No, that's true. I mean, I think Mitchell, the sky's the limit. I think he can still get better. I think once he gets surrounded by a couple other great players or even good players, that he can have a nice deep playoff run. I mean, unfortunately, things didn't work out with him and Rudy Gobert, but Cleveland is definitely not Utah in terms of the talent pool, but Cleveland is a young team that is exciting to watch. When is the last time we said that about Cleveland? When they
Last year.
when they beat the Warriors for the championship. I
Last
didn't
year.
say that about Cleveland.
I know you didn't, but
No.
last year they were just as good last year as they are this
They
year.
were not in second place. They're in second place right now. Third place right now.
Do you know what happened though last year? They were in second place, and then what's the caller got hurt? The guy y'all laughed about,
Who?
Allen.
Who?
Allen.
Allen who?
Jared Allen.
Jared Allen. He got hurt, and they started losing. Then his Mobley got hurt. Then they started losing, and such and such and such. Cleveland's one of those teams where if they stay fully healthy, they can be that top 5. They can be in the top 5 seed.
Shout out to the Green Bay Packers. Play well tonight.
Come on, man, stop it. Stop
The
it.
executive producers team.
Oh boy. I want y'all to win tonight, to be honest with you. Yeah, definitely help us out. How about them boys? Anyways,
It must be tough watching us beat you, huh?
as long as y'all watching us in the playoffs, that's fine with me.
Hey, we
Hey.
won our Super Bowl,
Jesus.
Y'all ain't won the Super Bowl in about 20 years.
1996.
I'm sorry. When did y'all win the Super Bowl?
It was a minute ago. It was
Thank you.
2010,
2012?
I think.
2012, I think.
So it's 10 years ago? Okay.
It was 10 years ago. But
All right.
when I say we won our Super Bowl,
I know what you
that
mean.
means we beat the Cowboys this season,
I know.
which was the highlight of the season. I mean, we lost to the Lions. We barely beat the Bears.
Y'all not gonna win no other games this year. That's what makes me mad.
That's okay.
And that's fine.
As long as we get eliminated from playoff contention so we can get a high draft pick and hopefully get a wide receiver or a
Stop
running
it.
back.
Stop it.
What?
You need to draft a quarterback. Let's just call it what it is.
We got
You know what? This is not. We're not gonna go into this right now. We're not gonna go into this right now. It was because of the holiday season. I mean, because of the holidays, it was a short week, so we're gonna make this a short episode.
I know it's a short episode, but since it is kind of a holiday episode, I gotta ask your opinion on this. And this
Go
is
ahead. I
again,
know
this
you
is
was gonna do it.
this
I was
is a
gonna bring- I
basketball.
was gonna bring it up, but go ahead.
Jerry Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see it?
No.
So a photo of Jerry Jones appeared.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you explain it? Why don't you explain it?
I'm the local Dallas Cowboy fan, so I did see this.
Mhm.
There was a photo which seems to appear have in it a 14, 15-year-old Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, and he was part of a group that was for segregation of the schools. So it was kind of a lynch mob that was against for segregation of the school. Now, Stephen A had a very surprising opinion, and he has been called coon
Oh, there it
because
is.
of this. But he said he didn't side with Jerry Jones, but what he said was, I'm sad this is happening to Jerry Jones for a photo to be taken more than 30, 40 years ago.
65 years ago.
65 years ago to be brought up to attention now, and how we are ridiculing this man and stuff like that. Some people are going as far as he should take himself down from ownership of the team. Now, I sympathize with this same sentiment because it's not even about him being my favorite owner of my favorite team. I know Jerry Jones racist. The whole Kaepernick kneeling thing, he was ready. He had his finger on the trigger. He had his finger on the trigger to firing people if they was gonna follow in Kaepernick suit. So I understand that point of the view, but like Stephen A said, this was 65 something years ago. Since then, we have not heard any racism outly come of Jerry Jones. None. So it goes back to me, just being devil's advocate here. People can change. Things happen. I'm not saying like back then, your family, it was a family thing. Like we all racist here. This is a family thing. And over time, things change.
So all I'm gonna say on the issue is when we all grew up together.
Mm-hmm.
So we knew right from wrong at 13 and 14, right?
Yes or
Even
no?
in a segregated America back then, he should have knew right from wrong.
Not really.
Listen,
You have to remember.
come to the mic.
Come to the mic, Tone.
Come to the mic.
I'm not defending him. Okay, and I want y'all to understand. I'm not defending him, but you have to remember he's on the other side of the segregation fence where they benefit from that behavior. So for him to be where he was in that photo, that's the norm for them. That's what they do. Hell, go down south, they still do that now because of that. But I agree with him. That was 65 years ago. We can't punish somebody for something that they did that was normal back then.
So I hear what
So
you're
you agree
saying.
with Zeke?
For one, a broke clock is right at least once a day.
Not this one. This clock stay wrong. But so this is what I'm saying. All I'm saying is back then, you should have known right from wrong. I didn't say he did, but he should have. Do we need to lynch and crucify the man? Absolutely not.
So were you asking for?
But
Go
I
ahead.
do feel like he should make a statement. I think he should say, address it. When I was a teenager, I was brought up in the racist South. And this is how I was taught. This is what my family believed. But as I've grown older, I've become wiser and I've become to see that, hey, back then, who I was as a teen or even as a young adult is not who I am now. Right? If people went back to college and saw videos of me partying in college, right? And acting wild in college, people are gonna say, bro, aren't you a PK or aren't you like training to be a minister? Chill out. Aren't you?
I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was just.
Aren't you like a super professional?
Mhm.
And I want people to be able to say, yeah, but I was also in college at 18, 19 years old, and now knocking on the door of 40 years old. What I did 20 years ago is not what I'm doing now. But there's a difference.
You said 20 months ago or 20 years
I
ago?
said 20 years ago.
Oh, okay.
I embraced
20 what'd
mine.
you say,
I ain't
20?
in denial like y'all.
Would you say 20 months?
20 months ago?
Y'all know I'm all about the receipt game now. So all I'm saying is that when you're in that position, it just warrants an explanation. I don't even think he has to apologize.
I don't
It
think.
was 65 years ago.
I don't think he even needs to be really honest with you. Actions speak louder than words. So because we haven't seen anything from Jerry Jones that resembles this, don't say nothing.
And the other thing I'll say, I'll go back to devil's advocate. Has anyone confirmed it was actually Jerry Jones?
I don't know. Jerry Jones wouldn't even confirm it's Jerry Jones. That's what Jerry. To be really honest with you, this is what Jerry Jones does. He don't say nothing. He don't say nothing. He be like,
Until you
no
got caught
comment.
up. You got caught up with those hanging out with Tom Brady and them, right? And
That was first of all, that wasn't him. That wasn't him. Okay, that was Kraft. Okay?
oh yeah,
That was Kraft. Okay.
Keith, what you think, bro? On Big J.
I don't really too care about the Dallas Cowboys, so it really doesn't bother me. I mean, and like you said, it was 65 years ago.
It doesn't bother me, but it warrants.
People live, they learn.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he learned,
Because
because I would hate for something to come out as of recent because of this. You know what I mean? Because people start talking once you bring up a subject.
Yeah.
And that's why I think he really not saying nothing, because it's like I don't want to have a whole conference about this and then reporters gotta, because that's how going, like keeping it to recent times. Kyrie, that's how he kept putting his foot in his mouth. So instead of him putting his foot in his mouth and he didn't say nothing, he kept putting his foot in his mouth and then went further down the hole. They still asking Kyrie about that about that stuff, and he's finally learned. No comment. Next question. No comment. Next question.
And he just dropped a truckload of money to another important cause.
Exactly. So just be quiet. Use your money. Actually speak louder than words and keep it moving.
Yep, that's true, man. And like I said, I'm not suggesting that people crucify Jerry Jones. I'm not suggesting that they boycott and he gives up his team. But if you want to make a statement and let folks know. That's the past, but also let's not judge the man.
Only statement I want to hear from Jerry Jones is, how about them Cowboys?
Yeah, well, hopefully in 30 years of your life, you'll hear that. 30 years will be about 70,
I
right?
can't wait till Aaron Rodgers retire and y'all left stank with
We already stank.
with
So
Jordan Love. Anyways, so because of the short week, we're gonna skip injury report and just gonna get down some hot topics in our shoot around segment, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up so Andre can get to a Bucks game without me and Kesey.
Wow.
The Los Angeles Lakers are 5-1 their last 6 games.
And Anthony Davis is out tonight, injured. By the way.
Yeah, this is the second game being out, but this is LeBron dropped 39, 11, and 7, and then all of a sudden, you know how that goes. LeBron drop over 30, and you got Kesey and his buddies. Okay, y'all see him out here balling on them. Okay, MVP.
Here we
on top
go.
of the record.
Here we go.
Now, this is really for Keys. They lagged 6 games. They 5-1. Now, 3 of those games were versus San Antonio Spurs. Let's just get that out the way.
And LeBron missed a lot of those games.
He did. He missed all those games except for one. He also they lost against Phoenix.
Badly.
How much faith do you have in the Los Angeles Lakers, Kesey? Or is it?
This is the Lakers suck yesterday. They suck again today.
Which
I mean, we don't have the league worst record now, so I mean,
y'all about to be at 500.
I know.
So
Same as the NBA champions of last year, 500.
we're gonna get to them in a minute.
So
But let's
don't-
just talk about the
no.
Lakers though. Let's focus on the Lakers.
So you don't think we the only ones with issues? You don't think that's an issue that the NBA champions of last year is a 500 team?
So you're gonna deflect.
I'm not deflecting.
I'm asking you about the Lakers though.
What did you asking me?
I'm asking you how much faith do you have in the Lakers that this can be a turning point in the season?
I'm gonna tell you like this.
Because we're a quarter
All right.
in this thing.
I'm gonna tell you like this. If Anthony Davis keep playing the way he played,
He has been balling.
I can see the Lakers turning this season around.
Ooh.
I traded them too quick.
Oh yeah, you did trade him. Mm-mm.
And he been putting on the show.
He gonna get hurt. Don't worry about it.
Look, he just missed yesterday game. He didn't play yesterday.
And he missed tonight.
He gonna miss tonight too. It's 2 games.
2 games back to back.
But you got to think he putting up 18 rebounds.
Here's my thing
He
about
putting
that.
up 35 and 18.
I know.
He's done something that Shaq didn't even do.
Yes, you're right. Now check this out. Here's my thing about that.
Come on.
This will allow LeBron. Now, I know you want to talk about this. This is LeBron James fans. They whisper about this. Could it be? It's time to trade LeBron.
I don't know because they didn't lose since LeBron came back.
They only played
They
one
only played
game.
once.
2.
Okay.
And they won both.
But they're 5-1.
But they played San Antonio.
It's still an NBA team.
Jesus.
So let me have a shot at this. I've said it before. You don't trade LeBron, but you learn to move on without him. They gave him a 2-year, almost $100 million contract. I wouldn't have done it. Bron, congrats on getting your money. But if Anthony Davis is going to be the centerpiece of that franchise, you have to start building the team around him.
So you're saying run the offense through?
He's too
Anthony
slow. You can't run the offense to Anthony Davis. He's too slow. He's too fragile. He
Too
doesn't.
slow.
He's very slow.
Slow.
Anthony Davis is very slow.
Slow.
Listen,
Fragile. I can give you that. But slow.
I don't want my big man shooting threes. I don't want I want Anthony Davis to run and own the paint. Grab rebounds like he's been doing. Stop shooting 3-pointers and get down there and bang. Put some people on a poster. Stop taking fadeaway jump shots. You know what I'm saying? Go be
ahead,
the
let me
big
listen.
man you're supposed to be. You don't trade LeBron because it's LeBron. You want to be on the right side of history when he breaks Kareem's record. Now, when the season ends, maybe you bring LeBron into the room and say, hey, we're looking to move on and build our franchise. Can we talk about a team you might be interested in going to? And then hope that there's an NBA team out there that wants to pay LeBron James $50 million for a 1-year deal.
Well, first of all, you pay LeBron James what LeBron James wants. That's number one.
Agreed.
Number 2, are you saying wait till after he breaks the record and then throw him out to pastures?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying be a part of history. Don't be the team that trades the man that's going to forever own the league.
Forever.
LeBron James. How long has Kareem retired? When? Google, please. When did Kareem retire?
I don't know.
Let's. This is a question.
Okay. I'm going.
Hold up. He's gonna look at it, and I want to finish the point.
Go ahead.
The record has been held by Kareem since when? When was the last game he played? 80 what?
1989.
89.
Mm-hmm.
90,
July 3rd, 1989.
2009, 99, 2009, 2019, right?
Mm-hmm.
33 years. That record hasn't been touched. The next person to touch that record, everyone under him is mostly retired, right? Kareem, MJ, Kobe, God rest his soul, Karl Malone. Who else is under
Bill
there?
Russell.
Bill Russell, Shaq, Dirk. All these top 10. Who are the top 10?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. I heard this best. Listen to this. The only reason Kareem is holding on to that record and doesn't really want to let it go, because nobody appreciates what he did for the league. That was the great words I heard. And when I sat down and thought about it, it makes total sense. When LeBron gets ready to pass him up,
He's a nobody.
and he will, you'll forget about number 2.
He's a nobody. He left Milwaukee hanging. He got us that one championship 30 years ago.
Hold on a second. Are y'all saying that once LeBron breaks this record, number 2 would be insignificant?
I'm not saying it'll be insignificant, but the only thing that people talk about with Kareem is that he left Milwaukee to join the super team, the Lakers, and he has the lead scoring title.
Are you saying Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is not top 5 ever?
Who do they go back to when they talk about the greatest?
Have you
Kareem
ever
is
heard,
one of them.
Who do they
go to before they go to Kareem?
Come on, majority.
They go to Michael.
Okay.
Who do they go to as the second greatest of all time?
Kareem.
LeBron. Depending on the circle, maybe Kobe.
That's
potentially
popularity.
Magic.
That's popularity.
Kareem was a star. We didn't have the
I'm
privilege.
asking you, are you saying that Kareem would be number 2? I won't say number 2. Are you saying to me that because that's what you kind of tap dancing around this?
No,
I'm going straight
in
to.
my mouth.
I'm saying, what are you saying then?
I'm about to tell you.
Go ahead.
Stop interrupting me. Were they there? Kareem will be number 2, and he will be for a long time. Who are the top 10, Keith? Is it in front of you?
I don't have them.
He will be for a long time. But it will have taken LeBron perhaps 33 years to beat the record. Do you think somebody's getting ready to come and do that overnight with the potential that LeBron's going to play another 2 to 3 years? LeBron could finish with over 40,000 points before it's all said and done.
So here real quick.
So
I got the list.
hold
I
on
have the
before you
list, but
go.
go ahead.
By the time that record's broken, if it sticks with the history of trajectory, we'll be in our 70s. We'll be in our 70s. So LeBron is on the cusp of doing something great. Why wouldn't the Lakers want to be a part of that? So no, they wouldn't dare trade him. Absolutely not. That's stupid. Who are the top 10?
Top 10 is Kareem, LeBron, Karl Malone, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Dirk Nowitzki, Will Chamberlain, Shaquille O'Neal, Carmelo Anthony, and Moses Malone.
So let me ask you this. All those are retired. Some are deceased. Who's the current active player that's even remotely close to the top 10?
Carmelo Anthony.
He's not active. Next.
Oh, who's active?
The
Nobody.
Okay.
Nobody.
Who's number 11?
Like Irvin Haynes,
12.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
13.
The closest active player is Kevin Durant, and he's 18.
So I say again, we're talking about a man who will hold on to this record for the next 30 plus years. Appreciate LeBron, because when he's gone, the game will miss him.
No, we won't.
Listen,
But continue.
I'm gonna tell you like this. They talked about this the other day. I watched this on Uncle Shay Shay. Do you know how long that he said how long that record is took to get broke? Think about it.
Mhm.
LeBron has been in the league 20 years
Mhm.
and has averaged over 25 points a game for 20 years to break that record.
What's your point?
How many players are going to play 20 years to break that record again?
Well, I mean, Jordan may have did it, but he didn't play a couple seasons. I mean, it's
But LeBron needs this record more than Jordan. He needs
He
this more
does.
than Jordan. Jordan didn't need it. Jordan was great. He played less than LeBron. Okay, and he's still number 4, right? Is MJ 4? He moved on to 4,
number 5.
5 now, right?
Kobe,
Kobe's ahead of him,
Kobe
right?
ahead of him.
Jordan played less years, and he's 6-0 in the finals.
Mm.
Jordan doesn't need another accolade. This LeBron needs for his legacy, so people can get off the whole notion. Well, he's 4-6 in the finals. We
That's
get
still gonna
that.
be there.
It still will be there, but it won't overshadow the fact that he's now the leading scorer of all time and a 4-time champion.
I'm sticking with this as at the beginning of the season. I said this last year. I don't care. You know, an interesting thing that
You care.
no, I don't care. I'm gonna tell you why I don't care, because you're part of a losing establishment. You know what happened when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar broke his record? You know what was going on? They went to the finals. They had one of the best records in the league.
But look who they had a super team too.
They didn't have a super team. It was him, Magic. It was the same. Hold on a second. You're right. I won't say super team. We're not gonna say super team here. We're gonna say he had the same caliber of talent that LeBron James has.
Disagree.
Why?
Pull up Kareem's 89 team and
It
compare it
wasn't
to the Los
89.
Angeles Lakers. Not 89.
They talked about this, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody said Kareem had a better team.
He
Wait,
did have a better
James
team.
Worthy, Magic Johnson, AC Green, who else?
And they said LeBron had a tougher road, because you got to think about it. Them 7 years he was in Cleveland, them first 7, them teams he took to the finals should have never been in the finals.
I understand.
That was all.
I understand, but what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying. Kareem didn't sacrifice his record just to be on a winning team.
He left
I mean,
the
he-
Bucks. What do you mean?
He left the Bucks, but he left the Bucks, and it wasn't like he left the Bucks high and dry. Business was different back then.
Well, plus everybody I talked to that's older say he should have left Milwaukee, because I guess Milwaukee back then was a little racist.
Yeah, I was a little crazy, but
Little-
that's
little
not here nor
crazy.
here. I'm just saying that I'm looking at the overall team and what the record was, and I feel like if the Los Angeles Lakers had a bad team, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar wouldn't have been a part of it. So
think of it. How did they even get Kareem? I'm sorry. How did they even get Magic if they had Kareem and all them stars?
Kareem wasn't no. I don't want. Crap! I do gotta watch.
I'm
the
gonna
show.
go after go home and watch the Lakers now, because I
But
want to know. How
I
did you get
I
Magic?
found all this stuff like a couple weeks ago.
They
and
drafted
I just
Magic.
didn't. They drafted,
But they
Magic.
weren't bad, is what I'm saying. The Lakers were never bad to
They
get
were
such
bad.
a high draft pick in
Yeah, they
Magic
were.
Johnson.
Yeah, they were.
They were.
Kareem
Remember they got
Abdul-Jabbar
bought.
came a couple years
Remember
later.
they got bought by
Bucks.
Dr. Bus
by
family.
Dr. Bus.
hmm
They were horrible the year before that,
Okay.
and he bought them.
I'm about to go
They
look.
had Kareem, but they bought.
They got Kareem
they
like a
had
couple
Kareem.
years,
They had
couple
Kareem.
years later.
They
Yeah,
had
Kareem
Kareem
first.
first.
He
and
left Milwaukee to go there.
They had Kareem and they were sucking, but Kareem was still balling. But Kareem needed some help, so they drafted Magic,
Right.
the 6'9" guard
Right.
that everybody thought wasn't going to be who he was.
Right. And not only that, in the 80s, Kareem wasn't the Kareem of the 70s. Let's remember that. But like you both said, basketball was a totally different sport. All I'm saying is we do not need to downplay how significant LeBron breaking the scoring record is. Let's not downplay that, because that's a big deal that the man has earned. Give Bron his flowers. Lakers, do not touch LeBron James. Keith?
So I'll ask you a question then. Let's ask a question. And I don't know this. I'm just asking you. As an owner of a team, what's more important? "Quote unquote" being part of history or winning a championship?
Obviously, it's a championship, but the Lakers have won multiple titles.
So I'm asking you again, what's more important? Because if Anthony Davis is balling out of control without LeBron James, then all of a sudden he get LeBron James and those numbers go down, and all of a sudden we
But
keep
how do you
losing.
know, how do you know that? That hasn't
I'm
even
not
happened
saying.
yet.
I'm not
So
saying
why
it's
you
gonna
putting that
happen.
in filter-
I'm not
why you
saying
putting
it's gonna
that filter
happen.
in the air?
I'm asking a question.
It's happening.
I'm asking a question
What?
because we all know
He
it's
plays better
difficult.
without
It's
LeBron.
difficult to play with LeBron. Is
So
as
the
much.
bubble year, they didn't play good together.
It was the bubble.
It was the bubble. Relax.
Come on.
And the year after that, they played good together. They just,
They did not.
They did not.
yeah, they did.
They
LeBron
didn't.
got hurt. Remember?
He got hurt at the
Did
end
you
of the
forget
year.
they were getting ready to beat Phoenix if AD didn't go down?
Oh God, here we go.
I'll give you that.
Come on, man.
I'll give you that.
What are you talking about?
I'll give you that.
They
Listen,
complement each other. They just needed some supporting cast that they didn't have.
is Darvin Ham the right coach for the Lakers?
I think
Yes.
he is. He's very defensively oriented. And they play great defense. They started out the year playing great D.
They're still one of the best defensive teams in the NBA. They're still highly ranked on defense.
They just wasn't hitting shots. But
Well,
now
the-
they're hitting shots. So here we are at that 20-game mark. Now all of that stuff is about to start wearing down.
So okay, again, playoffs. Now playoffs. That's top 6.
If AD stays healthy and plays the way he play, we 5-6.
Dre.
The success of the Los Angeles Lakers depends on Anthony Davis. We love LeBron. I'm sorry to say it, but Anthony Davis needs to be healthy and at 100% every night for the Lakers to have a shot at even the playoffs. Let's not talk about championships because you still got to deal with Golden
Playoffs is out
State,
of
the
the question.
Clippers, Phoenix.
Playoffs is out
the
of the
Bucks.
question. We're talking. I mean, championship is out of the question. We're talking about playoffs. Are you saying? I'm saying playoffs.
If Anthony Davis stays healthy, yes, they can make the playoffs, but they got to win a lot of games.
I say Anthony Davis plays 50 games this year and they do not make the playoffs. 50 games this year, they do not make the playoffs.
You want to bet 50 on that?
Nah, I'd rather see I'd rather go for the rollback a couple months from now. Roll it back.
We'll roll it back then. Because you better hope they don't make some trades. To get a
These,
better supporting
you know, it's
cast.
funny. These trades again. Let's talk about the trades. Everybody wants them to pick up Miles Turner and Buddy Hield. I don't think that's gonna make a difference. Bye, man. Bye. Go, bye.
Keep talking, man.
And Buddy Hield. I don't think that's gonna make a difference. To be honest with you, I don't think that putting those two guys will make it that big of a difference. I do think you need to give this guy some more time. I mean, Westbrook is coming off the bench. I think is good. I think the saving grace for the Los Angeles Lakers, surprising enough, is Lonnie Walker, who's been playing pretty good. He ain't been 20. He's not 20 a night, but he's 15. I think you got guys like everybody's been talking about. I've been hearing a lot of talk lately about Patrick Beverley, the numbers he's been putting up. Patrick Beverley has never been a numbers guy. He's never been putting up crazy stats, but his leadership, the dog in him, helped inspire the rest of the team. Now, speaking of Patrick Beverley, he recently has gotten suspended for 3 games for pushing DeAndre Ayton at the Phoenix Suns game. Did either one of you guys see what happened there?
I did, and it was an overreaction. Ayton was just standing there. Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Ayton was just standing there, and all Pat Bev saw was that he was standing there, and it appeared to be over. Even the commentators, everybody said it. Ayton was standing near him with the ball, and out comes Pat Bev with a push to the back. Pat Bev is the friend that you want on your back to come in and just push the person that's not looking, because he never wants to fight anybody head up. He did it to Westbrook, he did it to Chris Paul, and now he did it to Ayton. He's going to hurt someone if he keeps doing it this way.
Listen.
He's going to hurt someone.
Listen.
Let me finish.
Go
I'm going
ahead.
to let you go. Let me finish. You want that kind of player on your team. You want that dog that's going to stand up for your boy, but that was uncalled for. That was uncalled for.
Are you crazy?
Clearly,
Come on.
you're not a basketball player. And you don't understand what that significance means of what he did. Do you?
What
Do you?
What did you see? What did you see, Casey?
Think of it like this. He was standing over him talking smack, and he was talking smack to AD at the same time. If you look back at it, he was talking to AD, standing over him, looking at him like, get your up off the ground and stop flopping and faking, when the boy actually got slapped in the face by Booker.
Booker.
And Booker did it on purpose.
Then go after Booker. Ayton literally grabbed the ball and stood next to him.
So why is Ayton standing there for? Tell Ayton to move on.
I know exactly why he was standing there. He was standing there. He was like, yeah. And he was standing there he was standing over him. He just wasn't standing. He was standing over him. And at the end of the day, I ain't gonna say at the end of the day, but from what I seen, first of all, he got fouled hard by Devin Booker. Him and Ayton, they think they be doing this little slick stuff. Patrick Beverly seen it, and he acted accordingly. You're not gonna stand over my teammate like you just dunked over him. Y'all slapped him hard, real hard foul. Then you standing over him like, yeah.
But they both did it, and then they trying to make it seem like they just like
Patrick.
Stop faking and get your ass.
I just hated that Patrick Beverly is being seen as a villain here because he pushed him from behind. That's the only reason he's getting seen as a villain here. And my thing is, if you're gonna act like that from my teammate, you're right, Dre. You do want somebody that's gonna stick up for the rest of his teammates, and Patrick Beverly is that guy. And if we had that guy on our team, the situation with him and Montrezl Harrell might not have had happened. But the thing about it is, I don't think it should have been like no 3-game suspension. I think it should have been like a 1-game suspension. I think it's a little bit.
I'm disappointed in Theasis because Theasis should have did that to Montrezl Harrell.
And it cost him $270,000.
Yeah.
Now, what the Lakers should do, pay that fine for him. Big Bank LeBron, Big Bank AD.
You better believe somebody gonna pay that.
Pick up that money because
listen.
Pat Bev was the only one that showed any heart to fight.
That's true.
Nobody else do nothing.
Russell rushed in at the end.
He got his face busted the other night.
Yeah, the guy was bleeding and stuff like that
And LeBron held the towel on his face.
because he was going to go. Well, Westbrook don't play that, and he was going to go after him and get the work. But I just feel like the 3 games was a little bit too much.
No, because it's not too much. Let me tell you why. Because this isn't his first offense. If this is his first offense, okay. But you know how I go. You done this before. But hey, it was worth it. Because now you set the tone in the locker room like, I'm y'all dog and I got y'all back. Let's go.
That's true.
So now the Lakers are on a winning streak. And when he come back, they get their dog back. They can go to war.
They can't go.
And maybe they can get over 500. They get over 500. And people better start wondering if AD finna be a problem for them.
I see the Lakers going, if they do even get over 500, I see them finishing 42-40.
Dang.
Yeah, 42-40.
No hope?
None.
Dang, bro.
None. Now.
He hate the Lakers.
I
I
don't-
can tell. He hate the Lakers.
You hate the
That's hate.
Lakers more than you do the Packers?
Nah, I don't hate the Lakers. Man, I don't hate the Lakers, but I'm just going off what I see. And even though Anthony Davis is putting up these numbers and that's crazy, that's good. I do like that. Now, do I want, and to be honest with you, if LeBron James was to make a push, if he beat the record and they have a winning record and they have an actual shot at the championship, that's what I'm like, all right, cool. This is cool. But you breaking the scoring title is the only highlight of y'all season, man, save that. Save that.
Bro, you are hard on people, man.
So you wouldn't appreciate that?
No.
Him breaking the record?
If the Bucks sucked like they used to, here's a question. Would y'all rather have the Bucks record? Would y'all rather have the Lakers record?
The Bucks. We're Bucks fan. I'm a Bucks fan.
I'm saying, if the Bucks had the Lakers record and the Lakers had the Bucks record, would you be like, yeah, let's get this scoring title, LeBron?
Listen, if as a fan of the Bucks that has had more bad seasons than good, you take what you can get.
Mm-hmm.
And if the Lakers right now suck so bad that the only thing they can get is that record, get that record and take it. What's wrong with you, man?
He sound crazy, don't he?
Man, you sound.
I just rather have the winning record every single time. I don't care about your individual accolades. I don't care about that stuff. I'd rather have the winning record. Charles Barkley said Ja Morant. Is it Ja? I was gonna say Ja. I say it right then. Ja Morant doesn't make his teammates better. What do you think of this comment? Now I'm gonna put this out here. Last year, they did have a better winning record with him out the lineup than they did with him in the lineup, which I thought was a very interesting stat. But the best, when you want the Grizzlies at their best, he's on the floor. If that makes sense.
Of course.
And the only reason they lost to the Golden State Warriors was because he got hurt. If he played the whole series, they'd have beat them. Now, the man to my left here probably don't believe that, but it's the truth.
It's not.
Well, let's get to the comment.
It's not.
There we go.
It's not.
I can't wait. Oh, God.
It's not. Ja Morant
I don't know
is
if the
a
Warriors gonna make the playoffs.
superstar in the making.
In the
who has
making?
not in the making, who has not learned how to be a good team leader. He is certainly a playmaker.
Mhm.
He is certainly fun to watch. He is many things, but he will eventually learn how to make his team better. He's in his third season. Give him time. LeBron didn't make his teammates better in the beginning. MJ, it took Phil Jackson in the triangle offense to learn how to make his teammates better. Give the man time. He is not even legally, he can't even legally drink yet, right? He's not even 21.
Who?
Morant, is he 20, 21?
He's about 22, 23 now.
He only played ball 1 year. So that takes him at 19.
He's 23.
Okay. And he's in his fourth year season?
Third, fourth.
Give him time. Give him time. He will eventually. Otherwise, he'll just be another
Yeah,
good name.
He will.
So
But back to
Alright.
the Lakers situation for a second.
here we go.
I just calculated how it would take for somebody to break that record again.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to average 25 points a game and play 82 games for 19 straight years.
That's doable.
That's doable.
That's doable.
In today's NBA, you playing 82 games every year
Well, now I won't say 82 games.
and averaging 25 points a game for 19 straight years.
I mean,
19 straight years.
do I?
LeBron is a
Could you
year
are you asking me? Do I think this record will ever be broken again?
Yeah.
I do think this record will be broken.
because
again.
think of it like this. LeBron is in year 20 and he's still pursuing it. And tell me another player that has been as great as LeBron has been from year 1 to year 20.
I mean, the thing about that is, I hate to even bring this up, but I don't know where Curry ends on this list.
Curry's
but-
like number 44. Long ways away.
yeah, but what season is he in?
Like 11. Curry has had quite the career.
So
And he's maybe got 5-6 years left in his career too, where he's top notch.
Well, Curry can just keep shooting as long as he doesn't lose the shot. Because remember, even his pops, Dale Curry, played late in his career just being an
But-
off the bench shooter
But he
So
was only
Curry-
coming in for 7-8 minutes.
so Curry is
and
30.
still getting buckets.
So
But he was
Curry
only-
is 34
but he's
right
still-
now. So he'll probably play another.
I think Curry can go to 40.
He's 44.
He'll definitely do another 10 years, 8 at most.
But he would have to average half of that. So basically, he would have to average 25 for at least those 10 years. 10 years straight, he got to average 25 and play 82 games every year in order to break that record. Because he's only at 20,000 points.
Who, Curry?
Yeah.
I can see that.
I can see
20,660 points right now.
I can see Curry playing into he's 40. I don't think he'll ever break the scoring record. 3-point records, he'll own them all if he doesn't already. He'll own them all, but he won't break that top-notch part for LeBron, even though I can see Curry playing until he's 40. Heck, Golden State's going to have to pay him till he's 38. Remember, when he's 38 years old, he's going to make $60 million. $60 million.
That's a lot of points.
It is.
He had 20,000. He still need to get to 38, almost 39. So another 19,000 points.
And my thing about that is this. Like Curry, let's say you say average 25. Let's say Curry averaged 30.
James Harden stood a better chance. He's number 28 on the list.
Yeah, but he's not gonna last that much longer. So a guy like Curry, I don't see him last that much longer.
Westbrook right on with there too.
Come on, man, stop it. I say Curry because he can score in volumes, so he can average about 30 for the next 10 years. I can say that about Steph Curry. He can, the way he shoots and the volume that he shoots at, he averages about 20 something shots a game. 12 of those are 3-pointers. So I put him as James Harden has played longer than him, so that's why like in more games. So I feel like if he continues at the pace that he's at now, he can do that in about 10 years. He can be up there. I honestly believe that.
I'm glad you're showing Curry some love.
The
though.
only person I
Don't
can
make
see,
me regret it.
the only person I can see beating that is Kevin Durant. Only person. There's not another person on that list I can see beating that record
Kevin
Who,
Durant.
LeBron?
outside of LeBron, but it's Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant not gonna be.
No, I don't think he'll last that long. I think Kevin might have 4 to 5 left.
But think
4
of
to
it like
5.
this. Like you said, he can still shoot.
He can, but he's also very injury prone in these later years. He's very injury prone.
I mean, the thing about LeBron that made him quote unquote so special is he spends $1 million on his body every year.
And LeBron was drafted in worse situations. KD was drafted into a Westbrook. He had James Harden. Come on, man. Let's not act like OKC shouldn't have had multiple titles in those years when they were some studs.
Yes,
So he
and
didn't have
no.
to. I'm saying that to say KD didn't have to work as hard. Okay, he had Westbrook in his prime, Harden in his prime, Ibaka in his prime. He had Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. He didn't have to work as hard for his points as LeBron had to work for his.
LeBron. I hate when people say this. LeBron had to work so hard for his points.
What?
LeBron was
Mo
in-
Williams,
LeBron.
Tristan Thompson.
Daniel Gibson,
Can I talk?
Eventually, what's the other one? Let's keep going.
Drew Gooden,
What's the dude that's hurt all the time that Dallas tried to put him in a drug rehab program? Delonte West,
Larry Hughes,
old Shaquille O'Neal,
Okay.
past your prime Shaquille O'Neal.
Ozauskis,
Can I go? Can I go now? Can I talk?
Andrew Varejao,
Can I talk?
Anderson
Cool.
Varejao,
Keep going. Y'all done?
Damon Jones,
Are y'all done?
Deion Waiters.
Are y'all done?
who said he was the next best thing. Do you remember that? He said he was better than LeBron. Do you remember that?
And he's out the league.
I'm just saying.
I'm just
Bron
saying.
had to work harder, way harder.
DeJuan Wagner.
This is my thing. You know what's funny?
I'm just
about
saying, I'm naming all of these players that he has played with.
Michael Red.
I understand that. I understand that. And my thing about that is because we're not comparing him to, you're comparing him to Kevin Durant, and you're saying he had to work harder. Kevin Durant before Westbrook, before you would beat it.
You're banned.
I just feel like where you play in a position that you're put in. So when it comes to Kevin Durant and the position he was put in, Westbrook and James Harden, they weren't no studs when they came out of college. They weren't like these phenomenal players.
James Harden was that business back then.
Yeah.
Why you think he got the money he got? Why
Yeah.
you think he went to Houston?
After a couple years in OKC,
But that was easy.
then on top of that, when he
Tell me who LeBron had coming in. Go
D
back.
Wade, Chris Bosh,
That was year 8.
okay,
Year 8, 9, and 10. He had them 3 years. Year 8, 9, and 10. He went 7 years with scrubs. The same thing Kevin Durant over here talking about right now. That he complaining about
hold on.
calling out by name.
did Kevin Durant or did he not get drafted to the Seattle Supersonics? Were they not terrible? Then they turned into the OKC Thunder, which was a franchise team. Horrible team.
They had Rashad Lewis and Ray Allen when he came.
They had who?
Rashad Lewis and Ray Allen.
Okay.
Two
really?
stud veterans.
2 stud veterans who weren't leaders.
Ray Allen wasn't a leader?
No, Ray Allen was no leader.
Come on, man. Be real with yourself.
He wasn't a leader
Don't
when
play
he was.
yourself.
He wasn't even the best player when he was in Milwaukee.
Who was?
Big Dog was.
No.
Stop it.
Hands down, Ray Allen
Stop
was the
it.
best player.
It was Big Dog, Ray Allen, and then
No.
Sam Cassell.
It was Ray Allen, Big Dog, Sam Cassell.
Stop it, Kesey. Stop it. And you know that's not the truth.
You want to put some money on it? Do you want to put some money on it?
I don't want to put no money on it.
You know
put
what?
it
I'm
out.
finna go live and ask the good people.
Go ahead. Please do. Who was the better player while they were in town? While they were in Milwaukee? Ray Allen or Big Dog? Now, if you want to go their whole career, yes, Ray Allen had the better career out of the two. But when it comes to their time in Milwaukee, it was Big Dog team, and then Ray Allen and Sam Cassell were his I want to say Robin and Jeffrey.
I can't believe you said that, man.
Ray Allen was not the best player on the team. He wasn't even the best player in
Who do you think they were talking
wasn't
about?
even
Ray Allen versus Kobe Bryant. Ray Allen versus whoever.
Ray Allen.
It was
wasn't
never Big Dog versus Big Dog. Had the Big Dog Yankee, yeah. He was Milwaukee famous, yeah.
Uh-huh.
But when it came down to it, who had more All-Star appearances out of Milwaukee? Big Dog or Ray Allen?
You mean overall? You talking about while in Milwaukee?
While in Milwaukee,
I think they had the same amount.
no. Ray Allen had him. Big Dog maybe made it once.
The person, and then on top of that, Ray Allen wasn't even Ray Allen was never the best player on his team. From Milwaukee to Boston to Miami, he was never the best player on the team. It was Kevin Garnett or it was LeBron James, and it was Big Dog. So my thing about that is, as far as who had it the worst, there is an argument for LeBron James having it bad. And those 7 years in Cleveland, you're right. It was horrible. It was horrible. And the fact that he got them to the finals, I get it. I'm just saying, I just don't care about you breaking this record. Versus if you had a winning team and a winning record. Because I think winning oversees all of that. And that was my whole point before you threw us back into the ringer.
Listen, you said Big Dog was better than Ray Allen.
Yeah. I'm sure you're going to pull up some points or some stats here, I assume.
No, I ain't going to pull up no stats on you.
Okay. Because please. You asking the people?
I'm asking the good people.
Please.
I'm going to go live right now.
Please do. Because I don't think that they I don't think they had a really good I don't think that he had a good go around with them, to be honest with you.
Who?
Ray Allen. He was just a really good sharpshooter. And he was a little bit of, Jesus Shuttleworth, blah, 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 blah. But
Well, we're going live in 3, 2, 1.
All right, cool. Go ahead.
Let's see what the people say.
By the way, we're also live on YouTube. You can also check us out there. Are you?
I'm live. I'm waiting on them to join.
Oh, we're gonna keep on going though. But what were we talking about? He threw me. Oh, John Morant not being a good teammate. I think he is playing good ball. He's playing MVP caliber ball, but I think it always doesn't add up to wins. As far as him making his teammates better, I think you work with what you can work with. He's not. I don't think he. If he was more of a Chris Paul kind of player, which he isn't, he's more of a shooting point guard. And because he's that kind of point guard, I think it's kind of unfair to say he make his teammates better. I think one of the things about shooting point guards, the one person that comes to mind is Kyrie Irving. He's more of a shooting point guard. And you can say he doesn't make his teammates better, but if it adds up to a win, nobody's complaining. So but I think Morant knows when he gets these better teams, you have to count on your teammates. And so I just think it just depends on who his opponent is.
You talking about Ja?
Yeah.
I believe Ja has not reached that level of making people better yet, like you said.
But how long do you give him though?
Because I mean, he's only in what, year 4?
He by year 4, yeah.
How long did it take LeBron before he started making everybody better?
This is gonna be a LeBron James.
I'm just saying. I'm just asking the question.
We mean make his teammates better.
Let's go. Let's not even look at LeBron. Let's look at point guards.
Okay.
How long before Chris Paul was making everybody better?
I don't want to say he made they're better, but he would look for the pass first. So if a person, like he was with Charlotte for a long time, he led them to their only playoff appearance before Anthony Davis got there, pretty much. So when you say make your teammates better, does that mean you're averaging like 6 or plus assists a game? Would you say Steph Curry makes his teammates better? Or would you say he works with good teammates or quality teammates? Because you can only we can make the LeBron James comparison because you always talk about how much.
No, because LeBron is a freak of nature, and there'll never be another LeBron. So we're gonna stop that right now. We're gonna eliminate that right now. We're gonna go to the people who play his position.
All right.
Steph Curry doesn't make people better.
You don't think Steph Curry makes teams better?
No, I don't think he makes them better.
Okay, go ahead.
He doesn't make his teammates better. Draymond makes their teammates better on that team.
Why do you say that?
He gets everybody involved, and he's the dog of the team. 90% of I'm not gonna say it's 90. Look at 70, 65 to maybe 70% of Steph threes come off of Draymond passes and screens.
I mean, but I want Golden State to trade him, but go ahead.
Why you think they haven't yet? That's a hard choice.
Why.
It's a hard choice.
It is, because you're gonna have to Steph gonna have to bring that ball up and create his own shot now.
Yeah.
And he can do it once or twice a game, but it's different when you have to maintain the ball handling and get your shot off.
Who else is a point guard?
Kyrie, I compared him to Kyrie.
When did Kyrie start making? Because he wasn't making people better when he started out,
and he still don't. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I think is the position. Like Ja Morant is a shooting point guard. So when you say make your teammates better, I think he's working with what he has. But I wouldn't say he's making his teammates better. But I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, because in order to win a championship, your teammates have to be there for you. You have to be able to count on your teammates. But that doesn't mean you quote unquote make them better, because Jared Jackson is good by himself. Bane is good by himself. I'm trying to think of the guy off the bench.
But just being good only gets you so far.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Being good only gets you so far.
You have to have that. You have to have that. Why do you think Golden State was as good as they is? They got that person who makes everybody better. The teams that win championships have that person that makes everybody better. Think about it. The Spurs.
Okay, so your equivalent to making people better is giving the ball, making sure everybody touch the ball.
So I got one person who chimed in. Ray Allen was a better player at that time, but Big Dog was a better player when the Bucks had Vin Baker. Think about it. You remember that?
Yeah. That was like
Ray Allen was the better player, bro.
He was not the better player.
You honestly believe Big Dog was a better player than Ray Allen?
Mm-hmm.
In what world were you watching the Bucks games then? Because you could have been going to the same games we were going to.
I went to the same games. I'm not saying Ray Allen didn't have a better career. I'm saying while in Milwaukee, he was in Milwaukee for what? 4 years? 4 or 5 years? While in Milwaukee, I'm saying Ray Allen. I don't think Ray Allen was the better player. I think when was the Milwaukee Bucks the Ray Allen team? It was never Ray Allen's team.
So Ray Allen was with the Bucks from 1996 to 2002.
Okay, so 6 years.
7
years. So, him and Big Dog played together what?
He averaged 13 his first year, 19 his second year, 17 his second year, 22 his fourth year, 22 his fifth year, 21 his sixth year, and 21 his seventh year. He was 20 a game. Someone said you wasn't a fan back then.
Now, hold on a
You
second.
know who
now.
that is.
Who? This is my thing about that. Here's my thing. Right, Glenn Robinson. Whole. When was he with? What's it called? When was he with Milwaukee? Because Glenn was Milwaukee from 94 to 2001. All of those years, he averaged 20
He was there from 94.
to 2001. He averaged 20 all those years. Every year, he averaged 20.
And he still wasn't the better Buck.
Yeah, he was the better Buck. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. This was never Ray Allen's team. It was always Big Dog.
Big Dog was there 2 years before Ray Allen.
Yeah. Okay.
And they both averaged around 20.
No, you
Because
just
Ray
said,
Allen had an 18-point. I mean, Big Dog had an 18-point year. Ray Allen didn't. He had a 20-point years.
and he was hurt that year, right? He played
That
47
was the lockout.
games.
That was the lockout year.
Okay, that was a lockout year.
That was a lockout year.
Okay, but he came back 20, 22, 21. When was Ray Allen ever above Big Dog in scoring? Never.
Let's see. Ray Allen came 96. He averaged 13 his first year. Second year.
I'm looking at Big Dog stats right now. 96, 21, 97,
99.
23, 99, you said was a lockout, 18, 99, 20, 20.9, so really 21, 2000, 22, 2001.
Ray Allen had a better year in 99. Ray Allen was averaging 22.
Okay, so 1 year.
It was Ray's team, bro.
Though
Take it how you wanna take
was
it.
Glenn Robinson.
Ray Allen was the dude on the team.
First of all,
Everything
for
was
the,
ran
for the
through Ray.
person who said I
And
wasn't a fan,
and Big Dog didn't run no. And Big Dog didn't play no D.
I'm not.
He was a liability.
He was a liability.
Ray Allen played both. Ray Allen played
Billy on defense too.
Who? Ray Allen played both ends. Both. When he was with the Bucks, he played both ends. Later in his career, he couldn't do it.
I mean, I just feel like it was never. I just seen who said that. Not only was I a fan, I was a real fan. Okay, because I know it was Big Dog team. I know it was. Now, did Ray Allen have a better overall career? Yes, of course.
Ray Allen was the dude.
Ray Allen was never that dude.
Ray Allen was the dude.
Ray Allen was the dude chasing the dude. He was like, well. And then to think about it, because Ray Allen was younger, because Ray Allen was more of a, not a partier.
And not to mention, Ray Allen averaged 5 assists a game back then.
Well, Glenn Robinson was a shooter. He was a shooter. He was a 6'7" small forward, 6'8", 6'7", 6'8" small forward, about 2-something. He was averaging about 6 boards a game.
They both were shooting in the 40s, though. I can't even lie. They both were shooting in the high 40 percentages for field goals.
I followed Glenn Robinson when he was in college in Purdue. He was a bucket, automatic bucket. Before Carmelo Anthony, he was a bucket in that mid-range.
His 3-point percentage was in the 30s for the Bucks.
No. And then
And guess what Ray Allen's was?
Ray Allen was a sharpshooter. He always
He was
was a
shooting
sharpshooter.
43% from the 3.
He was always a sharpshooter.
43%.
He was always a sharpshooter. That's how you always get a job, being a sharpshooter.
A high-end scoring average don't make them a better.
Who?
The higher scoring average don't make them better.
You right, it don't. But that's
We
why.
all love Ray, but Big Dog was the best thing smoking for as buckets for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Thank you.
But he was the best thing smoking for a bucket. But who was the better buck all around? Who was the better buck? Big Dog or Ray Allen? Who would you took?
Well, what do you mean? Who would I have taken?
If you had to trade between the two, Ray Allen and Big Dog, they both is 90. Let's say it's 99.
Mm-hmm.
You got Ray, you got Big Dog. One of them got to go. Who you giving up?
Back then, I'm taking Big Dog.
You keeping Big Dog?
Mm-hmm. Because I can find a shooter. But
You can't find another Ray.
Yeah, you can.
You can find a Big Dog that's a bucket with no D.
No, you can't find a Big Dog. Not like that. Not 99. You couldn't.
99, you could.
No.
99.
No. You
Think about it. 99.
99, you couldn't. Not like that.
99.
99, you cannot. And then back then, it was all about size. So Ray Allen being 6'4", 6'6", that's cool. But Big Dog 6'8", 6'9" can shoot the mid range. Don't get no better than that.
Hold on, I'm finna look at
Go ahead.
who was all time.
All time what?
I'm looking at the all time shooters back then. Oh, you had Grant Hill, Tim Hardaway. So you telling me
Yeah, those are all small forwards.
you talking about for Big Dog, right?
Yeah,
I'd have took Grant Hill over Big Dog
that's
back
true.
then.
Yeah, that's true. I probably would have. Well, this has been another episode of 94
Can't
Feet.
find another 99 Ray Allen.
But this
told
is-
you, man.
this
Ray
is-
Allen was the dude. We love Big Dog, hands down. Love Big Dog.
I'm just saying at that to me, I'm saying this was never Ray Allen's team. That might have why he left.
That
This
was
was never Ray Allen's team.
That was Ray Allen's team. He took over.
No, he did.
By 99, it was Ray's team.
No.
94 to probably like 97, it was Big Dog. Everybody knew Big Dog and the Big Dog Yank
Oh.
and the Dog Pound.
Mm-hmm.
But when Ray took over, it was different. Because when we went against Allen Iverson
mm-hmm.
and we almost went to the finals that year,
Yeah,
who was the dude?
Ooh, probably Ray.
Ray. That was 99.
No, I'm trying to think. I don't. Maybe.
Come on, man.
Well,
Just give-
we'll put it in the comments. This has been another episode of 94 Feet Podcast. I'd like to thank my brother Kesey for sticking around. Shouts out to Dre. He left us for a Bucks game. Thanks, really appreciate that, Dre. Agree with this? Probably not. You can catch us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, eventually TikTok. You can also listen to us on all streaming platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Spreaker, and SoundCloud.
It's been
Right.
another good one, people. We appreciate y'all for listening.
Peace.
Peace.